So the best start to a good golf swing is a grip. That's where all great pros, from Nicklaus to Woods to Palmer, it all started with the grip. So I want to make sure that before we get started with the actual swing, that everyone's got the proper grip. A lot of people don't know what the grip is, and if you get screwed up from there from the start, then your whole swing will be off, which is crazy to think that a grip can change that much, but it can. So I want everybody, I'll demonstrate, and you guys can follow along, and then after I'm done demonstrating, I'll come by and double check to see if you guys have it right. So what we want to start with is just the club at a relaxed position. Okay. We want to take the inside of our left hand. Okay. And we're going to place the club just inside that left hand, like that. And then we'll wrap the tips of our fingers around, and we'll bring that thumb, and you want it pointing straight down the shaft. So some grips have lines, some grips have labels. That's just to help you out to look and see your hands pointing right down. Okay. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our right hand. We're going to take these three middle fingers, and we're going to put them right here like this, like we're holding a suitcase almost, right on the shaft. So you guys can all hold it like this. And then what that'll do is you can feel those pressure points. That's the pressure points you'll feel when you swing. Okay, so you want to be able to feel the club with that. And then what we'll do is we'll take that from the suitcase, and we'll just slide it right down over that thumb. Okay, and then we'll wrap this thumb, right over top of that other thumb. And that'll create your grip. So Tom, let's see what you got here. Yeah, looks good. Yep, you got that thumb pointing right down, and then you wrap that over. Perfect. Kim, let's see. Yep, and remember that this is, you guys want to feel like you're holding it tight, but not too tight. You don't want to restrict it, anything like that. Yeah, so you want to make sure you're not
like a grip on it, like
you're not choking it to death. So let's move this thumb just a little bit more. You want to cover that entire left thumb. Yep, just like that.
Okay.
So you want to not be able to see it at all. Other than that, looks good. We'll move this over. Mark? We'll move this just a little bit more like that. And does that feel good? Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right, so now we all got the good grip. Alrighty. Okay, so just a quick demonstration to show you guys what we're going to work on today. We're going to take that same grip that we learned last time. You take your suitcase and you roll it up just like that. Around the greens, we don't want it as tight. You want to still have control of the club where it's going, but you want to just have softer hands, is what they call it. The tour pros are the best at this. They have the softest hands in the game. It allows you to dredge the ball easier, get it out of some heavier lies. Okay? So one of the main things we're going to work on today is around the greens. The rough is usually a lot longer, and we're going to work on judging that. And if you want to hit it higher, lower, further, or shorter. So one of the keys is when the ball's buried deep down in the rough, it's really hard to get that club face. A lot of amateurs don't do anything different, and then they end up catching just the leading edge of the club, and it skirts out really low. So one of the things we're going to work on is having that club in the right position and tweaking your swing to hit it better. So what I would do in this situation is, since the ball is buried, we're going to want to open our club face up a little bit more open, like a flop shot, and then you want to be able to feel that club kind of come underneath it. It's tough because there's not much room between the ball and the ground, but you want to do your best. And again, when you have a lie like this, it is difficult to judge it. So, we're not going to get it up and down every time, but we want to be able to give ourselves a chance. That's where a lot of amateurs struggle, is because if you leave it in the rough, your next shot's just as hard. So we want to be able to get it on the green, give yourself a putt at it at least. You might get lucky. Who knows? So, like I said, when it's thicker down there, we want to open our club face, take a nice easy grip. We're going to try to come in a little bit more shallow and underneath the ball to help pop it up. See, it's tough to judge. The ground grabbed my club, made it go left. But again, it's on the green. I'm not going to make that putt every time, but I might make it one in every time. So then when we have the ball in a good lie, just like this, like sitting up, we have a couple different options. And I'll talk to you guys about judging what you want to do with the shot. Depending on how much green you have, where you want to go at, how much you want to spin the ball, different things like that. But if I'm chipping to this white flag right here and I have a good lie, I want to pick a spot out on the green, maybe a couple yards on, and I want to try to land the ball there. We'll talk about that again a lot. Is you want to pick a spot so you're focused. You're not trying to look at the pin, you want to decide where you want to land. So I want to land this ball just a couple yards onto the green and let it roll out to the hole. So I chip it like that, lands on my spot, and rolls down to the hole.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then just another thing is with variety. Again, if you have a good lie, you can do a couple different things. So on that shot, I just picked a spot a couple yards on the green and let it roll out. And if I wanted to, if I didn't have much green, I could pick a spot closer to the pin, open the club face a little higher, and take a bigger swing and come underneath it like a flop shot. So I can fly it close to the hole like this. Too much because the ground caught it. But you guys get the idea that you can do a couple different things with different shots. So we'll work on that today. We'll work on deciding which shot is the best to hit in which situation and which will lead to the best score.
Great.
Okay?
Right,
To start off the lesson, I'm going to give you guys just a quick demonstration of a good driver swing. The thing about a driver that's very important is that you got to make sure you have a good tempo. It's the lightest club in your bag and it's the longest. That's why you can hit it so far. But a lot of people think you have to swing and kill it, which really isn't the case. There's basically 3 parts to the driver swing. There's the backswing, the downswing, and the follow through. So if we can sequence all 3 of those together with a good tempo, you'll hit it almost perfect every time. So I'll just show you guys what that looks like. So when we set up, we just want to have a good setup, not too far away from the ball and not too close. And then we're just going to pick our target somewhere out there. And then just a good swing. We're not going to try to kill it. It's just going to be a good tempo. You want to make sure that you're balanced in the follow through. You see how I wasn't falling over left or right? I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of times or even felt it. When you try to kill it, you fall over or fall forward. So we want to make sure that we just have that good tempo and that we stay focused and balanced in the follow through. All right, guys? All right, so let's get started.